shit.
Check this out.
Perfect.
Champion, the way of the warrior, champion eyes, get back up, my spirit cries.
But you're a well-rounded warrior. You keep on fighting. That's what I am. Well-rounded warrior. I say for me, I've been passed over my family, my fans, so-called family, some so-called family members, some friends, and etc. Pass over me. They feel that I'm not even there. And I used to accept it as I'm gonna prove something to you. Nah. That I have to understand when I get older is what I am. And I have to understand that when I'm moving of a certain space of my life to strive to do better, not that many people are going to understand your vision. Not many people is refused to understand the growth of your vision, of your self-vision. The growth of your vision help some.
You ain't lying.
Good evening. Welcome to my channel. The Underrated Dog is yours truly. The #1 grinder. One of the best cat secrets on social media. The best of the business. Hold on for 1 second, family. Hold on for 1 second. Let me get this going. 1 second, family. I don't know. Let's go TV. Yeah. Welcome, y'all. Welcome. Yeah. Before I continue, I'm gonna do an aftermath of Washington D.C. Marshall Washington, the 60th anniversary. The aftermath. That's gonna be tomorrow night, 10:35. Tomorrow night, 10:35. Already got it set up and everything. So, want y'all join that tomorrow night, 10:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this channel. The aftermath of the Marshall Washington 60th anniversary. All right, 60th anniversary. Hey, we got a good one for y'all. It's been a while I had done the Underrated Music Talk. We're gonna do the 50th anniversary of hip hop. Yeah, the 50th anniversary of hip hop. You know, so it's an open panel. It's open panel, so ladies and gentlemen, I want you to come. Tell me where you was at, when hip hop was out. Tell me where you was at. When you first heard hip hop. No. So it's very important. So I want to. We gonna wait for some family to come through. Hopefully, you know. Now Facebook want to come. You know, yeah, crazy. Face always come in late. It's alright, though. Hope people come through and everything. But let's get these announcements out the way. Shout out, shout out to my underrated one family. Shout out to my underrated one family, the ones who rode with me throughout the years, and also the ones recently. Appreciate that. Was for y'all, I would not be here. Thank y'all for your continued support. Let's keep on. Let's keep on. Let's keep on fighting for that righteous chip. All right. Let's keep on fighting for that righteous chip. Always stay positive. Always stand up against evil. All that. All right. All right. So shout out to y'all. Yeah, shout out to y'all. Shout out to the mighty LDC. That stands for Lions Den Box Community. Also, basketball community. Brother Tom Biz from Cali had introduced me to the LDBC years ago. And I finally, got to know Brother 7A Sports TV. He the one put this together. Shout out to the general. And that's what LDPC brother. Also, he's Gemini like me, so it's always like that. So, shout out to him and thank you to put this together. It's not. Let me say it. It's not by. We don't talk about boxing. It's always a movement. Always empower each other. These are the brothers and sisters that doing things in the community. He moves and shakers. So I appreciate that. Shout out to brother Fight Fan. Shout out to brother Ticket TV. Shout out to one LVZ. Oh man, I can go on, but the rest of the brothers and sisters, y'all know who y'all are in the LDBC family. I've been rolling with them for years, and I'm still rolling with them. So shout out to the mighty LDBC. Also, shout out the hashtag TWT family. Want to shout out them, brother brother Gabe from Texas, my Texas family. With his significant one, sister, Kui, also from Texas. They put this together, hashtag TWT. It's a beautiful thing. It's a great movement. Shout out to them. So, and everybody else, shout out to y'all and everything. Thank y'all. Thanks for announcing me too. Hashtag TWT. So, this is. I'm not gonna say it's one of the hardest underrated music talk that I put it together. It's not. I ain't gonna say it's hard, but when hip hop was born, I was only 7, so I actually see it was grow, and I actually see throughout the years with a lot of controversy how it was born, how it was originated. There was announced, things happening throughout the media. Hold on, family. Let me see, is that honest question? How welcome, and there are a lot of people that ask how to come on and everything. I know it's originally from Singwick Avenue in the Bronx, New York. I know that. Me born and raised in New York, while I was born in Brooklyn, and so there's actually people talking about that is Puerto Rico's a part of it, or the West Indian people part of it, but it was African descent that started it. Cool Kirk, he's from the Caribbean and stuff, but you know he was part of the culture and stuff. So it's a lot of things happen, but I can say this that us as African descent, they always try to not exclude us and everything. So let me put that out there. So and it's still being debated and stuff. You got some people from hip hop. What about the West Indian do you know? And shout out to my Caribbean brothers and sisters. I'm gonna do a special underrated music talk, and we will talk about how the Caribbeans bring their thing and make it happen into popular music too. But it's gonna take some time because a lot of stuff like that. But they always acknowledge our music and stuff like that. So shout out to them, but they definitely need to be respected. Tonight I'm not dealing with that. I'm not dealing with buying tonight. We're gonna stick to music tonight with all due respect. You know? We doing music tonight. I'm glad that you're here. You know? But we doing music tonight. Maybe I'll touch on that maybe in the near future and everything. But I hope that you subscribe to the channel. Hope you ain't hope you just come here and enjoy the show. Uh, but we waiting for some more people to come through so they can get on the panel. Or we gonna tell them where you was at when you first hear hip hop, and and I think that we should talk about that. So oh, you been supplement? Okay, let me see. I sub to you then, cause I think I probably sub to you then. Let me see. Yeah, I was subscribed to you, but they took me off. But I got you back now. So, but you, thanks for coming. So, the graffiti and all that. Okay, got you. Okay, I hear you, bro. That's what's up. That's what's up. You know, and in hip hop in the '80s, yes, and the hip hop became a global trigger. There's a lot of people, uh, especially as classic R&B and soul music, did not like hip hop, but hip hop at the time for me was talking about the conditions what's going on. The sad thing about it that some people in R&B and soul music failed to see that there was an uproar, but at the same time, hip hop did not respect the classic R&B and B and also soul too. That they talk about social change and stuff like that. So I feel that hip hop and so many R&B have missed out a lot. It could have been big, and then I remember the late great Don Cornelius, that he the one started Soul Train back in I believe late '60s, early '70s. And he was always a person, always about thinking about the business and think about, you know, got you. And he had Curtis Blow. Now at the time, Curtis Blow was one of the highest thing, was the hottest hip hop artist was out there. These are the Brace was like became an international hit, and he don't want to let him on Soul Train. But for business to involve hip hop, I think the late great Don Kines, but the way he went about it was wrong. You shouldn't disrespect him like that. And so that was the disconnect. Yeah, it was a full time. Yeah, so it was a disconnect there, and then, I was a big Soul Train fan. It still is a big Soul Train, but the way he went about it, it left a distaste in my mind because when Soul Train was coming along, I was a bitty boy, so I know about Soul Train. And I know I grew up on soul music, classic R&B, classic rock. I grew up on that, so it was and I think I'm gonna do something on Soul Train too, because Soul Train also put on rock groups, rock acts too. And Soul Train helped the other rock groups become bigger too. That that people don't that they don't get Don Cornelius and the staff, the late great Don Cornelius and the staff enough credit for that. You know, I remember breakdancing at my neighbor house. Yeah, the slums, Los Angeles. Yeah, and so we're gonna talk about that. So hopefully, you were 7 years old. I got you. I hear you. So I'm trying to. So I want to I'm not. I don't want to put the link out yet because I want people to come on and then talk about it. Where you was at in hip hop. So we gonna celebrate it. 50th anniversary of hip hop. Oh yeah, again, come back here 10:35 tomorrow. I already did I ain't really do, but I'm gonna do an aftermath of the Marshall Washington 60th anniversary. The aftermath. That's gonna be so. Come back here 10:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow night. I already got it set up and everything. So 10:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Marshall Washington 60th anniversary aftermath. All right. Want to go check it out. All right. Tomorrow night, 10:35 p.m. Again, welcome to my channel, the Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the #1 grinder, one of the best kept secrets on social media. This is the Underrated Music Talk Open Panel 50th anniversary of hip hop. You know, nah, I ain't gonna, I ain't gonna, no. Come on, babe, come on now, come on, come on. So we're trying to wait for some more people to come in the chat. So we can get this thing going. So get back what I was saying, and then the '70s they was pushing it and everything. Yeah, please, I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Let's keep it. Coco Tina, how you doing, Queen Coco Tina? Check your email. If you want to come on, check your email. But along the way of hip hop, it was growing, but it was not commercial. I think the very first commercial record was by the Fatback Band. Back in they did King Tut. I believe that back in I said 77, 78. I was a preteen then. And there was other records back then too, but that was like one of commercial was coming out there. The Fabric Band they originally. No, you probably was itty bitty. You just so the Fabric Band came out back in 1970 in Queens, New York. They make a lot of hits of anthems and stuff like that. They've been out like 15 years. I think they uh um they disbanded in 1985, but they did a lot of anthems. So they's one of the few funk slash R&B to me. I'm just saying to me that was like the head of their time. They did a lot of anthems. Hit. They got hits. So the Fabric Band they stand the test of times, and then they was all round band. They do love ballads and stuff, but come on and do it. Yeah, yeah. And so they're very very underrated and stuff. I'm gonna do I think I'm gonna do the Fabric Band, Fatback Band. Like probably the next underrated music talk. Yeah, they put some respect on that. Yeah, so do it in the dark. Yeah. So, but like I said, Cocatina, check your email. Check your email. So I'm gonna put the link in a few. I just want to wait for some more people to come on and stuff. So we can get this going. So because you know how sometimes YouTube is, they have to send things out. I don't know, but so yeah, but get back. I'm saying then we hit the '80s. That's when like it's still growing. Then the sample comes into the picture. I said by maybe 82, 83, something like. Well, a little earlier than that, but I said became popular at 82, 83, and there was a lot of there was a lot of people the one to make the original record. They was not getting paid, and they should get paid, you know. So there was a lot of stuff. Then, you know, then you had rock band like Stetsasonic. I think Stetsasonic was the first hip hop band. They from Brooklyn, New York. Stetsasonic, you know, Big Daddy D and all that. So Daddy O and rest of them and stuff like that. Stetsasonic, yeah, Stetsasonic. And you know you got Def Jam comes into the picture, and yeah, and you got Tommy Boy was forming, so these become like icon hip hop labels, and then you got KRS One, Scott LaRock got shot. I heard he's trying to stop a fight back in the Bronx, and you know he never really see how it blow up and then you know what happened. Houdini, yes, Houdini, yes. Houdini also from Brooklyn, New York too. You know, very underrated too. I think that if Houdini would have been out a little longer, people would have been like Boogie Down Productions, yes. That's when the KRS-One started forming it there. The Juice Crew. Matter of fact, I'm going to put the link in here. Yeah, I'm going to put the link in here. Run DSP, the Beastie Boys. Yeah, I'm going to put the link in here. Oops, sorry. Put the link in here. Sugar Hill Gang, yeah. There goes the link right there. So anybody that wants to come up, hit it. If you can't get it, keep on trying. You will get in Sugar Hill Gang. That's one of the earlier ones. A lot of people say Sugar Hill Gang from New York. They're originally from Jersey. Um, I forgot her last name, Sylvia, but she the one made the song Pillow Talk. The Jab Ring, salute to you. I want you to come up. That so they part the next plateau. That's the name of the record label. But Leave said, who's Sylvia and stuff like that? I forgot her last name. She the one did she sang on this famous 1950. There was a Sylvia and somebody else. Don't quote me for that. And also she made another hit with another guy. It was a duo. Shame on you and your grandpa too. She also did that. That's back in the mid 70s. And then the new plateau, they discovered that they had the moments, and then they end up, and then they later on they become Ray Goodman and Brown, and so, but Sugar Hill Gang came from there. That the record label. Now that song became very big. They thought that was like the first song. But like I said, if you go a few years back, I'm gonna say it again. The Fabric Band they did King Tut. I believe that's 77, 78, something like that. So Jackie Wilson. Jackie Wilson good, but we gonna stick to hip hop, brother. I tell you, stick to hip hop. Stick to hip hop. Stick to hip hop, man. Stick to hip hop. That's real music, yeah. Yes, real music, but we gonna stick to hip hop tonight. Okay, we're gonna hit Coco Tina. Hey, good evening. Good evening. How you doing, Quentin?
Good evening.
How you doing?
I'm tired, but I'm good. How are you?
Always tired.
Well,
Nothing. Nothing. I don't want to get beat up.
I was
I
about to
ain't
let
getting.
you have it. Anyway,
Nah. You always let me have it. So I feel nuts around here and everything.
it
I
is.
would be.
I'm glad you got. What you want me to make them bigger?
You're gonna make it bigger anyway, so I'm gonna make it bigger. Yo, brother McClain, you gonna make it bigger anyway. Brother McClain, I want you to come up. Want you to come up, but yeah, please, 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 y'all. Well, let me ask you a question. And oh yeah, I'm going to do before I ask you this question, I'm going to do. I believe I did the underrated music talk about go-go music, but I never really get into it. I'm going to do some of go-go music because I believe Coco Tina. Wait, that's where you from, right?
Yes, from the home of DC.
Home
Yeah,
go-go music, right? When I
that is
do
correct.
go-go music, when I do, I'm gonna do a special underrated music talk. I mean, underrated music call. I want you to come here to tell about go-go music. Will you do that if I let you know ahead of time?
I'll try. Depends. No guarantee. Are you talking about for this year?
Before the year's out.
Uh, I know for the next month and a half, 2 months, I'm gonna be real busy. So we'll see.
Well, it's gonna be. Well, I said it like this though because I want to knock some stuff out. I said I'm looking at maybe December.
I guess that's when things quiet down for me, at least
Yeah, I
for
was
right
looking about December. I was looking at December. Cause yeah. So man, it's gonna be busy. But
You
now,
don't cry.
all
Don't cry
right, yeah, don't worry about it. It'll be all right. But I want to ask you a serious question. When when where you was at when you first hear hip hop? Do you remember?
now. Where was I?
Yeah.
Mm, that's a good question. I don't remember. I know my cousin and my father wasn't into hip hop a lot, but um, my cousin was. Um, I was very young, and all I can remember is Sugar Hill Gang and Whodini playing on MT videos, or I mean, it wasn't MT videos. What was it? What was
It
that
was a
video
video
show?
music box.
There you go. There you go.
Okay.
That's when TV went off. So
Yeah, I know.
it
Yeah.
was the last. It was the last show before the TV went off.
Mm,
Oh,
mm.
I'm sorry. I'm telling my age. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Shh. I'm telling my age anyway, so yeah. But wow,
I'm not
that's what's
trying to tell
up.
my age. Yeah. So that's when we used to
And
have the
so what? You
broomstick.
white?
Ooh,
He said I can't come. I'm chilling with my 1 year old, and I'm white. So what? And
that
hip hop evolved. What you talking about? If you want to come up, you can
it's
come up. But I
not about
understand.
the color of your skin.
Hip hop
Well,
evolved. It's global. What are you talking about? You come up, but I understand you had the 1 year old, so I get
I was
that.
going to say your
Yeah.
1 year old might y'all might be he might want your attention.
Yeah. So I understand that. I get it. I get it. Yeah. But that was big back then. In the '80s, a lot of people, you know.
Yeah, it was the
Well, you
80s.
say you've been kicked out of Black China because you're white. I mean, you must be saying something that is not correct, bro. So you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. But we can go. We ain't gonna talk about. We gonna stick to hip hop. Stick to hip hop.
Yeah, and then when Roxanne. When she stepped on the scene, that was hot, cause then it was more gearing to that women stepping out. But MC Light, she was very raw. At first, I couldn't get with her, because of her rawness. I don't know, maybe because I like more upbeat tempos. But back then, if I could dance to it, I was listening to it. I didn't get into the real raw rap until later in
Mm-hmm.
my teenage years. I guess that's when I start really listening to lyrics as opposed to the beats.
Mm-hmm.
Just to hear the meanings out of the music.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
I get what you.
but now when you think of it today, at least listening and looking at my nieces and nephews. I ain't even gonna say my children. My nieces and nephews, which who are younger than my children. I don't think they listen for lyrics. They listen for beats and
Mm-hmm.
what
Yeah.
you know. So it's like, dang, I was them when I was growing up, and all it is full circle. So
Yeah, but I wasn't like that though. I like lyrics. See, that's what I'm saying. Like for me, when it came out, I was 7. So I actually see it grow. So all about lyrics. I was always like, man, wordplay, the mixing and all that, cutting and all that, break dance and all that. And so it was just, it was to me, I wanted a few could actually talk about it. I can go uptown the Bronx to really hear it. You know what I mean? On the 2 train and all that. So, you know, I hear you, I hear you, I hear you, I hear you, bro. I hear you, brother Bacon. Okay. We got brother McLean in the building.
Yo, yo,
What's
what up,
well,
good?
man? What's going on?
All right, how you feel?
What's up with y'all?
So, let me ask you this question. When the first time when you first heard hip hop? See, you uptown, so
I'm a youngin, but I rem even though I'm an '80s baby that came up, it's some echo. Wait a minute, it's some echo. Hold on. Somebody might be in my.
look, I'll mute my mic and let me know you finish.
Yo, okay. So even though I'm an '80s baby that came up in the '90s, I can't say I didn't I really remember '80s rap until as I started getting a little older, like 10, 11, 12, you know what I'm saying? But, I remember hearing EPMD, once the 90s came in, Redman, Method Man, Onyx, Naughty by Nature, even Tribe Called Quest, even though they're from back in that time, even in the 90s, they were still doing their thing. But I think the first time for me really was probably when I heard Wu Tang Clan. like Wu Tang. And the crazy thing is, I didn't know what the hell Wu Tang was talking about. Cash rules, I didn't know what that was, but I knew it was just something about them dudes, and I fell in love with them. And but even before then, like I said, um, from the '80s, the Big Daddy Kanes, KRS-One, LL Cool J, Run DMC, the Fat Boys, the Beastie Boys. It was so many, man. You know what I'm saying? Roxanne, Shantae. Oh man, I mean the list goes on, man. We could be here all day with this, man. But yeah, but that's for me, is really when I fell in love with hip hop.
All I can say is New York brought a lot of artists out when hip hop started. But that's where it came from, right? Y'all were the beginning.
Yeah, the Bronx,
New York, right?
Singwick Avenue. Yeah, the Bronx, Singwick Avenue.
But even though we the ones that started it, one thing I have to do is salute. I have to salute the West Coast. I have to salute you know, Dre, NWA, and rest in peace, Eazy-E, because even though we started it, they did something over there too that opened the doors for everybody else over there. So shouts to the West Coast too,
Yeah, yeah,
Snoop Dogg, everybody that's from over there. Shout outs to the West and shouts to the Midwest, and most importantly, shout out to the Dirty South because they
yeah. You
took it,
know,
the Dirty South, they took it and ran with it, and it's Southern hip hop was banging even when it looked like
yeah,
we like, okay, let's see what they doing. But let me tell you something. When you had Scarface, and then when you had the Ghetto Boys, when you had Outkast, you had Goody Mob, the Dungeon Family, you had Jermaine
yup,
Dupri doing this thing, you had Criss Cross. You know what I'm saying? You started to look to see where it was going, and you like, okay, I see what's going on here. But all right, I need to see more. And then here it is. Master P comes.
yeah.
Then it's like, gee whiz. Then you got the
UG for life,
69.
yup.
You got the 69 boys. You just got slowly but surely, they just start moving. Trick Daddy. I mean, god
You just
damn,
cool. Yeah, they
you
was
know,
moving, right?
they was
You know,
moving, and then, in
yeah,
Houston, they started moving. GJ School.
yeah.
You had Little Flip, you had Mike Jones, you had Slim Doug. I mean, Jesus, man, the
Rich,
list goes
yeah,
on.
rich boy.
Yeah, in Mobile, Alabama, you had Rich Boy. I mean, it just started. The South, I'm not gonna lie, for a minute, the South had their foot on our necks in New York when we
Yeah.
couldn't breathe.
Well,
I didn't hate it. Shout out to Lil Scrappy and them, what they was doing, Lil Jon and them. I mean, Jesus Christ, man, Bubba Sparks. I mean, we could be here, Lil Young Buck. Shout out to Memphis,
I think,
Tennessee. I mean, crazy.
yeah, I'm gonna say for me as me, hip hop came out when I was 7. New York got too comfortable, and also New York was territorial. They did not want to evolve, and I say that out of default, out of respect, because we didn't want to have it. Instead of understand that if you let it evolve, it would have been a great appreciation in New York. And then so, cause I used to get in heated arguments over that. They used to say like, yo, you know what I'm saying? It used to be people who used to say, "Hi, yo, you like Biggie? Yeah, I like Biggie. Yeah, he from Brooklyn. Yeah, he from around the way where I'm at. Yeah, but why you like Nas? I love lyrics. I'm not saying that Biggie was not lyrics. I like lyrics that impact our people. I like lyrics that impact global. I like movement, and I always been like that when I was little because because that's the element I come from. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. And let me say it again because I want people to put some respect on it. Hip hop came out when I was 7. I seen it. You know, hip hop would have to actually fight to get their lyrics out. The fight to, I'm saying, to tell what's going on, because soul music and classic R&B, I'm not saying they wasn't coming out there to say what's going on. How I say this, but it was moving past by. They refused to understand the shift. So when hip hop came in, you see the abandoned buildings. You talking about the riots and everything. People talk about the riots in back then, even around the country. But we gonna talk about in the Bronx in New York. You still got abandoned buildings in the '70s. Was there like almost a decade and a half. You understand what I'm saying, fam? I want you to understand where I'm coming from. So when we see what's going on, we would say, nah, y'all supposed to talk about, yeah, why don't you talk about this? So when people told it was a rebellion to hip hop, no, hip hop was not rebellion. They would say, no, we want ours right now. We want to improve right now. And that's when you got the breakdancing and everything was happening because the brothers and sisters back then, I can't blame them, but at the same time, nah, no hip hop, no, this is ours. Y'all just rebellion, but they failed to understand it was a movement. Your time is up. This is ours right now. We want to help you out, but at the same time, it was older people like, nah, it was like this. Where they failed to understand. And also hip hop made a sudden mistake too. Y'all at first y'all didn't embrace R&B, classic R&B, and soul music too, because they say when y'all sample it, they come in first, and y'all fail to understand. Hip hop failed to understand. They did it first, so it was always so for me when I see it, it was always a disconnect for a long time until they understand that it can't coexist. What you're talking about the '60s and the '70s, but we talking about what we come in another form is lyrics. We come in another form of big time videos, because big time video was not happening in the '70s. So it has to be a push. And then they had a greater appreciation in each other. Now, y'all, I'm talking about the '70s, the late '70s and early '80s, and going to be now. What I'm talking about right now, in the '90s, now is to bring a greater appreciation. That's why people saying that the '90s is the best. Is the best. I said it's the best. The best time. And because that's when everything comes into the form. But understand that the '80s had to come into form too. And so that's when you had like different flavor of hip hop in the '90s. But it was hip hop. It was flavor hip hop, but it wasn't all that much because they wasn't really pushing it. That's why the independent labels for hip hop has to come into effect. It has to push. And so I'm just giving y'all a little what I know and what I see, what I've been through. So anybody can add on, y'all go right ahead.
Yeah, I was just reading the comments of what everybody was saying. And as they were dropping all the names, and every single last name they have dropped on here, I'm familiar with. Um, like I said, when I think of hip hop, yes, it started in the Bronx, but I don't just look at it that okay, it started in New York. I start looking at how it got all over the world and not just the United States. You can go outside the United States. Like I was watching something with Wu Tang. I forgot where they were. But if you look at Wu Tang, matter of fact, if you look at Wu Tang early in their career, look at some of the places they have traveled, and people actually knew their lines, and it was just amazing to see where hip hop came because at one time I'm sure they wanted to destroy hip hop. They wanted hip hop to go away, and that was just impossible. It wasn't going to happen. But rap is just not people getting on there talking shit. Rap is people also too telling a story. Rather, if you believe the story is false or if it's true, it's telling a story. And sometimes, if you come for where that person is coming from, even if you haven't been through what they've been through, you could relate to that story because you have been around it and you have seen it with your own eyes. So rap is just not about getting on a microphone and talking shit and or just even in the freestyle. You know what I mean? When you hear freestyle, it's the same shit. You know what I mean? But hip hop, and it's crazy too because before I could even get into anything else, when I start thinking about it, and it didn't hit me until recently, where I was like, "Damn, you were actually here for 50 years of hip hop, but not the whole 50. Out of the 50 years, I've been here 40 years on this earth." So I came in 10 years after rap started, and just to still be here now and say I'm celebrating the 50th year, before I could even celebrate hip hop, I'm celebrating me because I'm like, damn, I'm actually here to see all this, to hear all of it. Um, it's a beautiful thing, and it's crazy because I'm actually talking about this on my live tomorrow. So if any of y'all have Instagram, if you have Instagram, I should be doing this on YouTube. But there's a few things I have to fix. I don't know what's going on with my YouTube, but follow me on Instagram, Clarence McLean, and y'all follow me, and I'm gonna be talking about this at 8 p.m. tomorrow morning. We're gonna be celebrating Philly 50 years of hip hop. Yeah, he's off the. Yeah, Melly Mel. Yeah, Melly Mel was great. Did y'all know Jelly Roll started freestyle rap? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I never knew who really started freestyle rap. I never bothered to find out who started it. I mean, I never even knew what freestyle was until it took me a while. Hold on. Mute
Well,
your mic,
well,
Red. Yeah, Houdini. Yeah, Pitbull, Trick Daddy, Rick Ross. Yeah, Born and Raised. Yeah, Mr. Miami 305. Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, yo, shouts to Miami.
yeah. So
Miami,
now,
Miami is you gotta give shouts to Miami because you got what?
yeah,
You got Pitbull out there, you got Trick Daddy, you got Ross, you know what I'm saying? You got Trina, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shouts to 305, man. Shouts to Miami, shouts to the Dirty South.
yeah.
Jackie
Shut
O, yeah.
up.
Shouts to the Dirty
Yeah.
South, shouts to the Midwest, shouts to the West Coast. Shouts to everybody, man. 50 years of hip hop. It's not even about where you from. Yeah,
It's where you at.
like in New York, we know. In New York, we know we started it, but don't get it twisted. We wouldn't be able to continue on doing what we were doing if it wasn't for everybody else participating. The West Coast, the Midwest, the Dirty South. So shouts to y'all. We love y'all for keeping
Yeah,
it going
exactly.
on.
And that's why we sell. That's all right. This year we gonna celebrate 50 years of the whole hip hop globally. You know what's my favorite rap is?
What?
Space Pimpin'.
Hey, it's my
Oh yeah.
Mr. Miami. Mr.
Oh,
Miami.
thank
You
you,
know
Coco Tina. Thank you.
where Cocotina go?
So I think she left. She probably come back.
Oh,
She wouldn't lie.
okay. So my favorite joint in the South though,
April. Oh yeah.
Trick Daddy. It's Trick Daddy and Trina. You don't know none.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my joint. Yeah, A Ball, MJ and G. Shouts to them. They used
That's
to
the
be
one made
top.
space. That's the one made space pit. Oh, that yo, and that's an old beat too. Oh Mike, every time I hear that shit, I get yo. Don't say a month. Yo, let me tell you a quick story, man. This is when I was married. It was this guy. It was like I remember they came to New York. See, at that time, Boy Clarence could tell you there are some hip hop acts like when you come. Sometimes you have block parties, and sometimes they just show up. They just show. Oh, so what happened was I was somewhere, and they was in like in this the block party. So in Brooklyn, I said, yo, I'm hearing your song still like this, and it's like word. I said, yo, that space pimpin' hot though. So then he gave me a CD. And so they go say, yo, fuck the South and stuff like that. Yo, man, what you should do? I said, fuck South, nigga, come on, man. So then they can say, yo, man, we here, man. You know what I'm saying? We here for love and stuff. And then I just know what happened was that, yo, man, you was supposed to fuck me. Yo, man, I'm hip hop, nigga. Do you understand? I'm not regional hip hop. I'm hip hop. You hear what I'm saying? You don't know what you're talking about. So he was drunk, trying to get try Tupac. Yes. So he trying to get to. So I punch him in his face, trying to get loud at me. So I know what I'm talking about, what culture, and I punch him in his face. And they said, yeah. And so I felt good. So, but it goes to show again, even you got some right now, DJ Quick, yeah. And so, can y'all show some love too? I'm just messing with y'all. But it still goes right, even right now, that people don't even want to talk about the 90s hip hop. How it really evolved. How they take it to the next level.
What?
When you got even I mean I ain't cut you up, but even you got the ones who was artists and they start having their own record labels, bringing their own Too Short, yes. And so we don't even talk about that, even to the
Somebody said
2000s.
somebody said Folk Master Flex. Folk Master Flex is not a rapper. He's a DJ.
Yeah, DJ, right?
Let's not get that twisted. He's not a rapper. He's a DJ.
He's a DJ. Never care for me though. Well, I don't like that big. I
Yo,
can't
you
even say
stupid.
it.
Yo,
I
you
don't like that
stupid.
nigga.
Yeah.
Nigga
Shouts to Too
sweet,
Short. Listen,
too
shouts to
short.
Too
Jungle
Short.
Brothers.
The Jungle Brothers. That's a fact.
Jungle what?
Jungle Brothers. Jungle
They part
Brothers.
of the yeah. They
Tribe
part
Called
of the
Quest.
native. Yeah, they part of the
Tribe
native
Called
tongue.
Quest.
Native tongue
De La
family.
Soul.
Yeah,
I love his yeah, his mixes is cool, yeah, but yeah, he's not a rapper though, but
not a
yeah, I
rapper
love
now. Most Def, right? Yeah, most Def.
oh
Yeah,
yeah, oh
yeah.
yeah, most definitely most def. Most definitely, yeah, that's my I love most def.
Very
Shouts to the
underrated.
crew.
Very underrated. Most Def.
Oh yeah. Definitely. I'm gonna tell you like this. Hip hop has came a long way, but I'm going to say something right now that is going to ruffle people's feathers, but I don't care if it ruffles their feathers. And this is what I have to say, and people gonna say you wrong for saying it, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I don't fuck with today's hip hop.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
trash, and I don't listen to it.
But
All that what they call it, all that drill music, all that whack
cut.
ass. I don't listen to that bum ass shit. I don't listen to none of that. It
Yeah,
don't
you're
get no
right.
play. It don't get no play in my world. It gets no play.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
call me a hater, call me what you want. I listen to early 2000s music,
Yeah.
90s and 80s, and that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Gucci, yeah, I still listen to Gucci Man. That's a fact. Gucci Man,
The Gucci,
Jeezy.
I like Gucci. Jay Z is all like. Oh, let me say this too. Most Def and Quay Quilly, when they first came out, they was a hip hop duo. I forgot what song they made, but it's
They shot
hot.
Tupac and Biggie. Too much
Biggie.
violence in hip hop.
Yeah.
Well, I said one,
Yeah.
two, three. Yeah.
DJ Khaled, yeah, DJ Khaled, he's a DJ, yeah, yeah. I really don't care about the month, but that little fat, and let me do. I'm gonna behave myself. I'm gonna behave myself tonight. But I say this that what you just say, brother, and I'm not just saying it. I feel the same way too because see, you have to see people have to understand too. Of any generic of, I want y'all to hear me this, and I want y'all to hear me very carefully, because I'm a student to this. I've been doing music a long time. Brother Clarence can tell you, anybody else. Of any genre of music, you gotta respect the origin that comes from it. You gotta pay the dues of respect that started it. Where I'm not talking about the involvement of it, because the involvement comes with it, and you got a little here and there. And that's the problem of this, of what Clarence talking about right now. They don't have no respect. And if they can say anything they want, but the sad thing about it, you got people who
Hold on,
got
hold on.
short.
Hold on. I hate to cut you off, Underrated. I'm sorry, but if we gonna do this category, Mr. Miami, I don't know if you're lost about what we're talking about, but you're talking about Bob Marley and you talking about Sean Paul. That's not hip hop, brother. I don't know if you lost or what world you coming from. That's not hip hop. You're starting to fuck up the conversation of what we're talking about. I understand that you like them, but that's not hip hop, brother. It's
I got
reggae.
this. Yeah, now if you see, like, if you talking about Bob Marley sons, that's a different story. But Bob
There you
Marley
go.
is
There you
not.
go. There you go. Sugar Hill Gang. Don't mention reggae artists. That's not hip hop, brother. He said no one
Yeah,
mentioned Bone Thugs and Harmony. We didn't have to mention them. We know Bone Thugs.
yeah.
I just said shout out to the Midwest. That means Bone
Five
Thugs.
Dog, yeah. Rest in peace, Five Dog.
Yeah,
Yep, very underrated.
that means Bone Thugs. That means Nelly. That means
Nelly,
everybody
yeah.
from the Midwest. Everybody from the Midwest. Every artist has ever and everybody who's ever came out from the Midwest. Five Dog,
Yeah.
yeah, rest in peace. Tribe Quest, Queens in the building. Slim Thug, yeah, Slim Thug, Kiki.
Yes, yo, Stetsasonic.
Yeah, definitely Slim Thug and Kiki, definitely, man.
I
Um,
know y'all. I know y'all mentioned like the South. I understand that, but y'all can mention somebody from the East. It's okay. It's all right.
no,
It's
no,
all
no, no,
right.
no, no. They supposed to mention people that they from. They supposed to
I
mention
know. I
people that
know.
they
I know. I just
from.
messing with that. I
Yeah,
just messing with the
yeah.
Fugees. Yeah, I just messing with.
All these names they mentioning, I know a lot of them.
We'll see. Yeah, yeah. I'm telling you. Yeah, but Ice T. A lot of people don't know Ice T in the early '80s started gangster rap.
Yeah, Ice T. Shouts to everybody, man. You know what
So
I mean?
everybody, Master P, a lot of people. Master P got skills, yo. Everybody look at that. Oh yeah, he's sick on the business tip. But Master P, what? Master P, yo, and he put a
Make it
lot of
sing.
people on.
Make it sing. Na na
Mm.
na na.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was a big fan. What?
I'm still a fan of P.
Me too. Yeah,
I was happy that he just performed this year in the BET. What was the BET awards he did? I forgot what it was, but he popped up. I was happy to see him.
yeah. Maya X, yep, she part of the crew. Yeah. Yo, I'm gonna tell you one thing. When they come with that tank, ooh, nah, nah, nah. I'm gonna tell you, when I was living in New York, I don't know, you see the class. I see a lot of people was getting fucked up. That song when they was drinking, they was getting fucked up. No, 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 they was getting stomped
And
out.
listen,
Yo, but
if you
yo,
can get
that's how
us,
it
if
was
you
back
can
then,
listen,
yo.
listen, if you can get us to dance in New York, if you can get us to dance in New York, you have won our respect.
Yeah,
You have
yeah.
won our respect because we don't just listen to. Well, I ain't gonna lie, the radio stations in New York nowadays they'll just play any
Yep.
damn thing. You could
Yes,
rap.
yes, West Queen.
You could rap about Big Macs in here in New York. They'll play it now. Before you had to have good music. Now they just play any damn thing, so it don't even matter.
Man, you
Yeah,
can rap. You can rap around. You can rap around your own ass. They buy this shit.
Mike Jones was my I like Mike. Even though I didn't
Yeah,
know who
Mike
Mike
Joe.
Jones was. Busy
Yeah,
B. Oh man, Busy B. Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
Yo, legend, culture.
Yeah, man, Busy B. Man, I hate that my man KRS-One had to.
Body him though.
Oh man, when he told him the bridge was over.
Damn. MC, yeah, very underrated. MC
When he
late,
told
late.
Busy B and Shannon that it was the bridge was over, I said, Jesus Christ, we're gonna have problems out here.
Yeah, but Coco T said MC Lee, MC8, yo, very underrated.
Hey,
Yeah, a lot of people don't.
you know who that is, right?
Yeah, he from Cali. I know.
Yeah, man. Listen, I just looked at an interview with him recently. I forgot what he was saying, but every time when I look at Menace to Society, man, I be like, classic.
It's classic. And you know what, man, tell you, I'm gonna drop, you're the underrated, you know no one grinder. I be dropping jewels on you. Y'all don't understand. Do you know that MC8 back in the late 90s did some projects with the one and only Pete Rock? Look it up. Oh,
He
it's
was he
classic.
was he was he was with a lot of. You know what? I didn't know this until I had to look back. He messed with the East Coast hard. He was
Yeah,
in
yeah.
OD. He was in Wu Tang. He messed with Wu Tang hard. He was in Wu Tang's Can It Be Also Simple? And he was in ODB, the late great ODB, rest in peace. He was in ODB's Ooh Baby I Like It Raw video. Any of
Yeah.
y'all, I don't care where you live at, go back to ODB's Ooh Baby I Like It Raw video. You see him in it, and go back to Wu Tang's Can It Be Also Simple with Raekwon and Ghostface, and he's in there. And you see in the video Raekwon slapping the five to him. You'll see it in that. Compton
Yeah, and
Most Wanted.
also
Yeah.
call the most
Shout
one, and also y'all cats, and I'm gonna say this: if y'all want to go check out, go to Peace Drop Mitchell's, I think Mitchell, something like that, and he rap on some of those. Those are classics. Now people say, "What is P Rock? P Rock CL Smooth." That's when they came out in the early '90s.
I
They had a
reminisce, I
fallout
reminisce.
that reminisce, right? They had a fallout in 1994, the main ingredient. I still like that CD, I don't care, but they had a fallout, and that's when Pete Rock would start doing his own thing, and MCA along the way. So man, don't y'all gotta hear that shit. That shit is fuck. Every time I hear that shit, say, damn. So I'm just giving y'all a little story of that. So look it up for yourself. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but yeah, happy birthday to 50 years of hip hop, man, for real.
Yeah, man. That's
I'm just,
that's
I'm just overwhelmed in some ways. It's like I lived to see it,
yeah.
and if somebody didn't tell me, I probably wouldn't even thought about it. 50 years of hip hop is and I'm wishing for 50 more years.
Yeah, man. Hope I live to
Yeah,
see 50 more years, man.
But I know in 50 more years the music would be trash. But whatever, I don't want to seem like a hater, whatever. Because everybody say don't hate, don't hate. It's not hating, but when you ain't talking about nothing, there's nothing to listen to. But that's just me, whatever. Everybody who wants to be a rapper, continue on just doing what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Coco Tina asked a question: who was better, the Gift from Gab or Twister?
I'm gonna be real with you, Gold here. I don't know who the fuck the gift or gab is. So I know who Twister is. I know who Twister is though. So I can't. I can't answer that one. I could just say I know Twister. I don't know who the gift of gab was. I don't even know
I
where he was
know.
from.
I heard of him. I said I get Twister,
Where
and
was he? Where was he from? I never heard the dude.
I believe he's from the Midwest, something like that.
I would have to see him. Maybe a face. Then you know me, but even with a face, if I've never heard none of his music like that, then I'm gonna be real with you. I can't answer that. But I'm very familiar with Twister though. When Twister was would do or die, I knew him then. You know what I'm saying? We talking about do or die. This is back 95, 96. So I
Mm-hmm.
really knew who Twister was, but Gift the Gap, I don't know homeboy. I don't know him.
You know what? Before it slipped my mind, shout out to rest in peace, Mr. Magoo. He was down with Timberland and them.
Oh
He
my
passed
God.
away.
Yeah, rest in peace to Magoo, who didn't have a lot of music, but he was on a
He did his thing
noticeable
though.
he was on a noticeable track that everybody was familiar with. Rest in peace to him. It was sad when I heard it. It kind of threw me off because I was like, wow, when the name was
You
brought up
Bay
to
Area,
me.
okay.
Bay Area, well, nah. See, I ain't really follow too many rappers in the Bay Area, Cocatina. I only knew Too Short. I knew Yuck Mouth. Um, E40. But yeah, I didn't know nobody else like that in the Bay Area. Rest in peace. Yeah, rest in peace, Big Pokey, man. I knew who Big Pokey was. Once they said his name and they showed the picture, I knew who he was. He was on that track with Paul Wall sitting sideways.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think cause I'm from New York, I don't know nothing. I
Yeah,
know all
yeah.
sitting sideways. Yeah, I know. And that was my joint too. Yeah, with him and Paul Wall. Rest in peace. Yeah, Lil Flip. We had Lil Flip. You had Game Over. You had Sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
You had a lot of joint that Flip came out with. Shouts to Lil Flip, man.
Cleany, Cleany.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Clover G's, man, out there in H Town, man. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
shout out to them, man. But shouts to rest in peace to DMX, rest in peace to Black Rob.
Mm-hmm.
Rest in peace to Biggie. Rest in peace to Pop. Easy E. Everybody we done lost. Big L, Big Pun. Everybody, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I know when Big L passed, but that shit fucking hurt.
You know what, Cocotina? I have to do my homework on him. And if I might have seen him before, Cocotina, but the name just probably don't ring a bell. But I'll look at him. I'll have to look him up. Trade the truth. Yeah, trade the truth. Yeah, yeah. Shouts to Trade the Truth, man.
Yeah. Hey y'all,
Shouts to
family, if y'all want to donate, man, it's flashing right there. Throw something to the brother right there. Throw something in there. Be greatly appreciated.
So rest in peace, Uncle Al. I don't know who Uncle Al is, but yeah, rest in peace to him.
Yeah, but I tell you this, man. There's always something in music that makes you resonate. Ludacris. Oh, damn.
Oh,
Luda,
yeah, I think
that's
that's
one of my favorites right there. Ludacris,
you
what?
know, you got Luda, T.I., Shorty Low,
Mm-hmm.
Jeezy, Gucci. I named the ATL. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shouts to the ATL. Shouts to Lil Jon.
I remember Ti and Luda
Shout
used to.
A-Town.
I remember Luda and Ti used to go at it back in the early '90s. I mean, the early 2000s.
Well, Coco Tina, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't really mess with Kanye now. I mess with the old Kanye, so I can't deal with him now. He too goofy for me. He changed up how he talk. He changed up how he dress. I can't fuck with Kanye West in 2023.
That
So
little John Eastside boys, no doubt, right
I ain't listening to nothing that Kanye's doing in the new year. I listen to the old Kanye, and I barely do that because I've lost interest in him. He's walking around sounding too much like an Oreo right now.
there. Prodigy, no doubt.
Oh, Prodigy. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mob Deep, what?
Hey, listen. Plies is my dude. Even though I'm not your man, I'm not your girl. I'ma call you my shorty. Man,
Yeah,
look,
that's all. Yo,
look.
that's off that beat.
And Cocatina,
Pain
for real,
got to.
Cocatina. I'm not trying to be funny, but I don't fuck with today's Kanye. I will never bump nothing. I don't like listening to him talk because to me, he's just a straight Oreo. I'm sorry, I can't.
Yeah.
I,
Now, yeah, what Brother Claire was talking about, you my shorty. A lot of people said, yo, that sounds good. That's from that T Pain Productions in Florida.
yes,
Remember
yes,
that
yes,
name,
yes,
T Pain?
yes. You got that, and you got he came out with a lot of joints, man. You got that
Okay, yeah.
you had to give me that Becky, the Becky joint. Plies made. I mean,
Yeah.
Plies did a
Yeah.
lot. He got the joint with he got the joint with what's that? Neo. I mean, he done came out with bangers.
Yeah.
Shouts to
Yeah.
Plies.
I like
Shout.
Pies. I always like Pies. I do. I was a big
Yeah,
Pies fan. I like him, yeah.
Tina laughing at me, but I'm so serious. Man, fuck Kanye. I don't. Yeah. I don't like when people get a little money, then all of a sudden they want to change how they talk. They want to sound like they on the other side of the field. Man, I'm not with that. You from Chicago, one of the roughest places, not just on the Midwest, but probably in the world. Here it is, you want to sound like you are, man, fuck Kanye.
Hey, yo, yo. And so shout out to Black Moon, man. Shout out to Black Moon, man.
Yang Yang Twins. Oh yeah, shout to the Yang Yang Twins, man. Shouts to them, definitely. Shouts to the whole A Town, what they got going on. Shout to the whole Miami
Yeah.
305. Shouts to them. Shouts to Houston.
You know I had to come class up here making me die laughing.
Hold on, I'm gonna mute my mic because I see some echo. Let me mute my mic for a second.
Nah, I think that was underrated. I don't know. His mic, his mic.
Why it's gotta be my mic?
Because if you mute, then I'll be okay. Why not? Anyway,
Okay.
I'm I'm not.
All
Look, we not gonna do this tonight. I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be good.
right. Better be good.
Nah, I was just coming back on because I know I dropped down because y'all had it under control. But I'm about to go to sleep. But my all-time favorite rapper was, well, it wasn't even a rapper, it was a group, was Boogie Down Productions. That's
Oh
what
Lord,
I used to Boogie Down
Ah,
Productions, always
hey,
getting paid. So that was
hey.
that was my go to.
You want to join DVP? You must see me. Haha, you must see me. Ah, hey, hey,
So I just
hey,
wanted to
happy
leave
Yeah.
birthday.
y'all with that
Happy
before I
birthday to him.
head to sleep.
But
Oh,
before you leave, right? One of my
Tina, knock it off.
I'm gonna say one of my favorite rap groups. I still say they still don't get the credit they do. They do is EP&D.
Oh, God.
Is there a specific song that you like over everything, or you just like everything they put out?
Everything
Oh,
EP&D. What?
the headbanger is my favorite joint.
The headbangers, the crossover.
The crossover, I like that. You got to chill, but that headbanger because it had Redman on it, and it had
Yeah.
what's the other light skinned dude, the crazy dude? I forgot his damn name already. That's sad. But the headbanger, that too. But EPMD, and I was blessed because last year I got them to see them
Solo.
perform.
K Solo.
K Solo, Jesus Christ. Shouts to EPMD, man. One of the best groups of all time.
I'm telling you, that's one of my. Oh my! Every I
Happy
could put
birthday,
an
happy
EP.
birthday, happy birthday,
Yeah.
50 years on the spot, man. Happy
Yeah,
birthday.
man. Happy birthday. And you know, Boogie Down Productions, hey, all time. Can't go no better than that. But EP. Oh, let me tell you.
He said,
But I
damn,
had
K Solo. Yeah, K Solo. I almost forgot about K Solo.
K
Shout
Solo,
out
yeah. Yeah,
K
yeah, because
Solo.
K Solo, a lot of people say a little story about K Solo. K
K
Solo was
Solo was
coming,
different.
who was
K
but
the
he
Solo
who
was
got, but yeah,
different.
and K Solo got locked up.
Yeah.
who who's the guy who was the guy? I think I seen a documentary. We was watching a documentary or whatever that always say something about his sleepy eye. What was his name? What was his name? Always talked about his sleepy eyes because his eyes looked like they were short. It's closed all the time. I think he was from New York.
I can't think of
A
who that
lot,
is.
quite a few of them had sleepy eyes back
It's
then.
a quick shit. It's a quite few of these slow motherfuckers that had sleepy eyes.
Yeah, yeah, sleepy.
Oh my god!
They had sleepy weed eyes.
What was his name? He
I
had
can't
the
think of it.
high top fade. Damn! It wasn't
High top,
Triple Ed. It was who was his name?
high top fade. Shit, we had too many of
I
those.
know.
Yeah,
So
a
when you
lot of
say
them.
that,
God,
it's different.
I gotta,
Like New York
I
was a
gotta
city
find.
where if only one person looked like something, it'll be okay. But everybody was like, shit. When you talking about high top fade, we got to go through a whole list.
Yeah,
Ain't no telling who. I can't think of that right now. It'll probably come to my head later though. Big
yeah,
Daddy Kane always looked like he was sleepy. He always looked
yeah,
like he was sleepy. Big Daddy Kane always looked like he was losing sleep. I don't know. Shock G, yeah, yeah, yeah. Shock G, shout out to
yeah.
Shock G, man. Shout out to Shock
Do,
G, man.
yo, do what you do. Do what you like. Do what you like.
Hey, shout out to Shock G, man. Rest in peace, man. Shout out
Rest in peace, man. Yeah, very,
in peace. That hurt me. That hurt me.
very influential of playing piano too. Very,
Hey,
very.
and shout outs. We were speaking about the Bay Area earlier. Shout outs to MC Hammer, man.
Yeah.
Gotta give Hammer. Gotta give Hammer a
Dang,
shout.
I even forgot about him. Don't make but never.
Shout out to
Cause,
MC
cause,
Hammer.
cause,
Look,
because
but
NT Hammer, NT Hammer's one of the few rappers that you know that wanted to pop. Now people can say what they want to. They was
Hey,
not popular, but hey,
if you never watched the MC Hammer story, go on YouTube and watch it, y'all. It's worth watching. That man came from nothing to something and he didn't do it overnight. I bet
But
y'all didn't
nothing.
even know before music came in. Hammer, well, he was always in the music because he was in the church. But I bet you didn't know Hammer used to be involved in baseball and even tried to
Yeah.
play it. Even tried to make the team and didn't make it. It didn't work out for him. I bet you some of y'all didn't know it.
And
Watch
also,
the
and also,
Hammer
also,
movie.
also, he was a bat boy for the Oakland A's.
That's what I'm talking about. Watch the Hammer. Watch the MC Hammer movie on YouTube, y'all. It's worth it.
And
Telling you.
also, and also, MC Hammer's one of the few rappers that actually was around with the Black Panther. So he talked about black empowerment back then. Maybe he wasn't saying the music that much, but he was always one. That's what people fail to understand. They said, why Hammer had all these people around him? He's trying to empower some people to go have their own business, but they use him and stuff like that. But that was the thing about MC Hammer. So yeah, but shout out to MC Hammer. So y'all need to look at that.
Yeah, shout out to him. Hammer, he did a lot.
This is on the ground, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Too legit. Too legit to quit.
And also, let me drop this other Jew though. Tupac, it came from Digital Underground.
Uh-huh. On same song.
That's because
Yeah.
Tupac was versatile. You know, he had that. He knew he wanted to be in the music industry or some type of actor or something. That was what he was pursuing. Period. So
Listen, he went from being a poet to being with Digital Underground to shooting Raheem. Ain't that some shit? Shout to my man.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
sorry. EP and D, man. I like they joint. Play the next man. I like Dela, so play the next man.
we
Oh,
need
that
we need
shit.
we need EPMD in the verses. We gonna have to get them in the verses. We need them in verses, man.
When it go,
I
when
don't know. I don't
it
know.
come on, y'all. Oh my
I don't know who
God,
they
it be
gonna
like that.
battle. I don't know who they gonna battle, but we gonna have to get them in the verses.
I don't think nobody can fuck with them though. God,
Now, I would say I,
they got catalog top of catalog.
I would say nice and smooth, but I don't know.
Um,
Shout to nice and smooth, man.
yeah, nice and smooth, very underrated too, man.
Yeah, De La Soul, Tribe Called Quest, the Jungle Brothers. I mean, we can go on and on. Shout out to the leaders of the new school, even though they're not
School.
together. It don't matter. Shout to them. You know what I mean? I mean, we can sit here all day and do this, man.
Shout out to the Flavor Unit.
Yeah, shout out to young bloods out there in ATL, who's a big part of that ATL movement. If you don't give a damn, we don't give up. Yeah, shout out to the A, man.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you.
A Town. Shout out to them, man.
Hey,
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
let me put this out there. Shout out to my brother Skills from VA, man. He don't get that much, but he won one of the wicked lyrics. After
I remember
other, his name
Skills.
is Skills.
I remember Skills.
Yeah,
Yeah, shout out to Skills. I definitely remember Skills. 'Cause he definitely had the skills to pay the bills.
yeah. He got
Yeah.
wicked, y'all. From VA, man. I forgot which town, but he from VA, man. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now you one hit wonders, y'all don't count for this. Y'all don't count.
Now y'all count.
These were people who were actually successful. Shouts to
Yeah.
LL Cool J, like I said, Run DMC, everybody from Jay Z to Nas to
Man,
everybody.
yeah. Oh man, I got the EPN bugging me, man. You got to be chilling. Oh,
You guys to chill.
chill. You got to chill.
I mean,
Yeah.
strictly business. I mean, we can, man. EPMT, man. Let me tell you. Shouts to them, man. Shouts to them.
And let me say this though too. There's one of the few East Coast group could go to California and nothing doesn't happen besides Wu Tang Clan. Y'all don't know that, huh?
Listen, listen. Um, when you
Thank you,
have
sis. Thank
fans,
you, Queen Cocotina.
you have fans, man. And it's like,
Yeah, man.
what can you do? You can't let the hate stop you from traveling. You know what I mean? You got do what you got do. It is what it is, man. I'm about to get up out of here, underrated,
Oh,
man.
yo, yeah, 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 yeah. Say your last
I'm
remarks,
doing
cause I can ready.
remember, I'm doing the hip hop thing in the
Yeah,
morning
well, we gonna
myself.
close it out. We gonna close it out anyway. Say your last remark. Please stay right there. Make my last remark. We gonna close it
Oh,
together as a
shout out
family.
to my brother, the underrated one, the number one grinder, the best kept secret on social media, man. Just 50 years of hip hop, man. And tomorrow I will be live on Instagram to talk about it. So follow me on Clarence McLean
Mm-hmm.
on Instagram. I'll be live 8 p.m. tomorrow morning, and we will continue this 50 years of hip hop. No boxing, no nothing else. Just 50 years of hip hop. Good night,
White to
y'all.
the G.
Love y'all.
Yeah,
See
yeah.
you
Stay
later.
right there, bro. Say it, Brother McLean.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night, 10:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will do the aftermath of Marshall Washington 60th anniversary. Tomorrow night, I will do an aftermath. So I want you to come back. Please come back. I'm gonna do the aftermath of it. 10:35 tomorrow night. I'm just letting you know, fam. You miss a good one tonight. Y'all miss a good one because I said open panel. And I got thank you, Queen Coco Tina, to come up, and thank you, Brother McLean. And everybody else that was in the chat, you let them know they miss a good one. Y'all miss a good one. And then I want you to get up early in the morning. And I want you to support my brother class because he's going to continue this in the morning, and he needs our support. And as so I want you to go do that for my brother, do it for my brother because he be putting it down, and he gonna continue this, and it's gonna be something. I don't know. It might be a part two to this one. I don't know. I gotta see first. But if it's a part two, it's gotta be people gotta come up, man. Y'all gotta hit. Y'all gotta hit. I'm saying, y'all gotta hit the link, man. I'm saying, y'all want stuff from the number one grinder, but y'all. But I talk about that. But thank you, Brother McLean. Very much appreciated. Thank you, Queen Coco Tina, and everybody else. On behalf of my channel, the Underrated Darkness, yours truly, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secret on social media with my brother Clint McLean, also Coco Tina, and everybody here. Y'all been outstanding. And tell them they missed a good one. Y'all missed a good one, but I want y'all to go support Brother McLean in the morning, 8 o'clock, all right? I want you to do that. So, on behalf of my channel, the Underrated Dark is yours truly again, the number one grinder. This is 50th anniversary of hip hop. And good night. And be blessed, be blessed, be blessed. This one is Ghost. Good night, Ghost.